All right, as you can see on the bench today, I have an AK variant. This particular model is a Century Arms Vska, which if we flip the rifle over, as you can see, VSKA or Vska is, I believe, how they pronunciate it. A little bit of backstory. This is made by Century Arms, and they've always imported some AKs like the Wasser 10s, and they're pretty well known for that. But they've always made a domestic U.S.-made AK. So this is, again, a U.S.-made AK with a stamped receiver. So the past iterations, the RAS 47 and the C39, the C39 being a milled receiver, those ones had a cast front trunnion. And this, whether or not it's cast, I don't know, but they're using a different steel called S7 tool steel, which is supposed to be substantially more impact resistant. So ideally providing a little bit more life, because that was a big point of contention in the RAS 47 as well as the C39. Who will know how it will end up in the long run? I've heard mixed reports on these as far as Military Arms Channel did a pretty big test, and they had some head spacing issues after so many odd rounds. And then I've had seen some videos where people had fairly decent luck with them. So those older videos were years back, and this is a brand new rifle. So hopefully, if there was any issues, they figured them out. I think the biggest being the barrel pin would walk out, and I've seen some, contrary evidence showing that it's in fact in there pretty good. So I guess maybe it depends on the model, or the year. Maybe they changed it. Who knows? But that is a little bit of background information on this. But why did I get this? Definitely I got it just to kind of get into AKs. Never owned one before. So as far as an entry-level gun, it's got everything you really need. And really nothing that you don't. So, yeah, I guess going into it a little bit more, the polymer furniture isn't great, except for, this grip isn't bad at all. It's fairly small. You can get a pretty good grip on it. The handguard up here has quite a bit of modeling and some injection mold marks on it. Not really high quality, I guess you would call it. But it is what it is. The stock has some modeling, very smooth on the end, or on the back here on the buttstock. So not, I guess, what I would call like a super high quality piece either. So that being said, it's kind of to fit a price range that is entry level, and that's what attracted me to it anyways. So that being said, it also has a threaded receiver with a slant brake on it. So you can change that out pretty easily. There is no bayonet lug. A little bit different barrel profile from other AKs. So if that's something you want, like basically true to form, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have the cleaning rod spot or anything like that as well. So that's just something to note. But supposedly these have, like I said, between the mixed reports, who will know how it'll end up. Obviously, I'm going to probably be changing a few things, like probably the handguard, maybe the grip and the stock, just as far as comfort features and whatnot. But it's actually got a pretty nice trigger. Century has a fairly decent trigger pack that they put into their AKs. So I'll probably leave that, but who knows down the line. I guess one other thing to note, it does come with just one mag, made by US Palm, which is a subsidiary of Century. So it's just your kind of run-of-the-mill polymer magazine. So this probably won't last forever, but what mag does. But yeah, just something to know. It's not like a real high-quality mag, so you might want to pick up a couple different magazines for it if you're going to go this route. But yeah, so for being my first foray into an AK, as far as various fitment, it's not bad. The receiver looks pretty nice. Has kind of a parkerized finish on it. Not much really to write about that on it. The other side here, I guess, you know, if you want to get nitpicky, the top cover here is a little bit different color than the receiver, but it is what it is. Nothing really matches on it, so over time, you know, that's just kind of a thing. Eventually you get a patina on it and some scratches, and it really won't matter. So it's not a showpiece. I'm just going to shoot it and have fun with it, and really kind of use it to kind of learn my ins and outs on the AK world. So yeah, I mean, this is just kind of just showing it off for right now, and down the line I'll be sure to do any updates on it or anything I've changed on or anything I find out with it for sure. So alrighty, well, thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to post some updates soon.